My favorite Shire moment was going out to dinner with Henry and Carol Shire with my wife Lori and ordering the same thing Henry did by accident.
We were bowling. We went bowling as a group at a sales meeting, and it was, it was building like trust and having fun. Henry Shire, he beat all of us in my group. He was great. It was unbelievable.
My favorite Shire moment was when I walked into the office for the first time and Henry looked at me and said, "What are you doing here?" I don't want to know.
Bill Vescova gave a wonderful speech and what the company Zyloware meant to him through the years that he had worked, and that's the reason I'm here now is Bill. Bill's been a long time friend. And I can remember he stood there and got very emotional about the Shire family and what they meant to him, what they brought to him, and the family atmosphere that he has experienced being with Zyloware. And he got really emotional and tears and came to his eyes, and so that meant a lot. I mean, it showed what the family, that this is a family atmosphere and they care.
I think my favorite Shire moment was when we had the anniversary. We had this anniversary celebration at Expo, and it was really sweet. Henry was kind of toasting at the end of the show, and he cried and he was telling us how important we were to him and how special we were, and so I think that's probably my favorite because we all felt so loved.
The first thing that stands out is when I watched the We Are Zyloware video the first time, and I showed it to everyone that I knew, but I only showed the part of Henry talking about how he sees all his friends and takes naps, but my favorite part is how he watches the parking lot for people parking in his parking space.
Henry and Jamie were sitting next to each other, as they always do, and I think in between of one of Henry's naps, something got brought up, and Jamie and Henry were talking about it, and then it got a little escalated, and they started to fuss a little bit at each other, got into like a little bit of an argument, but then about 2 minutes into the argument, they found some common ground, and they agreed on a couple of things, and everything dissipated. But to me, that was kind of a good microcosm of what working at Zyloware is like, because when you work with family, sometimes you can have a disagreement, you get through it, and you move on. And so that's why I feel like that little instance that happened at the annual meeting was a good way to describe how family works together, because not only are the Shire's family, but they treat us like family. So that's my favorite Shire moment.
My favorite Shire moment is Henry and I were traveling together down in Texas, and we made a call on a large buyer who was late, and Henry climbed under the buyer's desk, and when the buyer came out, Henry jumped out, and the guy died of a heart attack.
Oh, my favorite Shire moment is traveling with Henry. He's great to travel with, a pain in the ass, but great to travel with.
Okay, I have two favorite Shire moments, and they both involve lunch. One is whenever lunch arrives anywhere that I am with Henry, we stop everything. So lunch is the most important meal of the day. Second goes to his brother, Bob Shire, who taught me very early on that a chopped salad is truly better than a regular salad.
So my favorite Shire moment was my first day working at Zyloware, and they ordered lunch and I ate Chris's salad.
It was a day back at the old home office in Long Island City. I was walking around the home office with a suit and tie, and Henry Shire walks up to me and says, "Take that tie off, take that jacket off, go to your desk and start working." Now, why is that a favorite moment of mine? Because that was the day of my first interview at Zyloware. And at that moment, Henry made me feel really comfortable. And I knew that this was a place that I was going to really enjoy, and I was going to make a family.
I was interested, they were interested. It was a big decision for me. I needed some time, and I asked them when they needed to know by, and they said, whenever you make up your mind, take as much time as you want. It's an important decision. So I could tell right there, I could feel, a good vibe right there. The other one was when we unveiled our new booth, and we had the whole team together, and seeing Henry break down emotionally and cry because of the passion he has for the business and how proud he was of his son and how proud he was of our sales team. It just shows that he's a special person.
We came up with this great idea of extending the availability of personally autographed photographs of Daisy. And the manager said, well, we'll have to talk with Jamie and see what we can put together. Jamie was within stepping distance, so I went over and I talked to him, and he said, sounds like a great idea to me. And then he kind of gets that Jamie smile on his face, and he says, so how does that compare with trying to get something done through the corporate levels, which I had, on average 2 to 3 weeks to get a project introduced, approved, and executed. So that was one of my favorite reminders as to why I came on board as a direct rep and left the distribution.
I came from the optical business, and my family owned the retail stores in Phoenix, Arizona. So I was used to that. When I left them, I went to the corporate world, and while I learned a lot, I still felt that something was missing. When I came to Zyloware, and ironically, my dad used to buy frames from Henry, I felt like it was back being a member of a family, and it was the best decision I ever made.
We Are Zyloware, to me, is synonymous with We Are Family. And that's why I enjoy being here. That's why I came back. We Are Zyloware, We Are Family.
I've been with them most of my adult life, and there's an old saying that if you ever find a job you love, you never have to go to work. So I've never really worked for Zyloware.
Zyloware goes back to my father worked for Henry's father, and it feels very, very good to be part of a family that actually feels like a family where the company actually really does care for everybody that works for them, as well as the customers. And it's a pleasure to represent them.
It is a family, and they've taken care of a lot of us for a long time, given us opportunities we wouldn't have in any other way, and it's great to be part of the Zyloware family.
Being part of the We Are Zyloware family is just that, being part of a family that enjoys spending time together and is working for the same business goals, as well as supporting our kids, our parents, our spouses, significant others, and actually enjoying being together while doing that.
It means being part of something special, being part of a great big family.
I love being part of this large group. I feel like these guys are my friends, my family. Trust them, love them. New faces are great. It's a great feeling.
It's more than just a company. It really is a family. It really is part of its own community.
Being part of the Zyloware family means a lot to me because I feel like I'm literally part of their family. I feel like I've been through a lot of traumatic experiences the last year or two of my life, and I'm very fortunate to have the Zyloware family behind me to give me the support that I need so that I can get to the next level in my career and to give me that personal support that I needed.
Being part of a special group and a special company that is so unique in the business, that has such a great history in the business and tradition, and we're just so unique, and our longevity is due to all the good work and all the way we take care of our customers, and it's just great to be part of a special group.